Imagine a world where freedom was a stolen breath, a whispered dream. This is the story of Robert Smalls, a man who dared to seize his freedom not just for himself, but for his family and a nation yearning for change. Robert Smalls was born into the brutal reality of slavery in Beaufort, South Carolina. His early life was defined by forced labor and the constant denial of his basic human rights. He was a piece of property, not a person. Assigned to work on the CSS Planter, a Confederate transport ship, Smalls' life took an unexpected turn. He wasn't just a laborer, he was an observer, a learner, a strategist in the making. The ship became his classroom, his prison, and ultimately his weapon. He meticulously learned the intricacies of the ship, from its navigation to its operations. He absorbed every detail, every signal, every routine. This knowledge, gained under duress, would become his key to liberation. Smalls' motivation was simple: freedom. Freedom from the chains that bound him, freedom for his wife and children, freedom from the systemic oppression that defined his existence. This burning desire fueled his audacious plan. He wasn't alone. He collaborated with other enslaved crew members, sharing his vision and meticulously planning their escape. Their shared suffering forged a bond of trust and determination. They knew the risks, but the promise of freedom outweighed the fear. The opportunity arose when the white officers went ashore, leaving the planter vulnerable. This was their moment, the culmination of weeks of planning and whispered conversations. The risk was immense, but the reward was immeasurable. Smalls donned the captain's hat, a symbol of authority he was never meant to possess. This simple act of defiance was a powerful statement, a challenge to the very foundations of the Confederacy. He was no longer just Robert Smalls the slave, he was Captain Smalls, the liberator. He navigated the planter past Confederate checkpoints, relying on his intimate knowledge of the ship and its routines. He mimicked the captain's demeanor, projecting an air of confidence that belied the immense pressure he was under. Every signal, every call sign had to be perfect. The tension must have been unbearable as they approached each checkpoint. One wrong move, one slip-up, and their plan would be shattered, their lives forfeit. But Smalls remained calm, his focus unwavering. He picked up his family and the families of the other enslaved crew members, adding to the stakes. He was now responsible for the lives of women and children, their hopes and dreams resting on his shoulders. The weight of this responsibility only strengthened his resolve. Smalls steered the planter towards the Union blockade, a beacon of hope in the darkness. The journey was fraught with peril, the threat of discovery looming large. But they pressed on, driven by the promise of freedom. He surrendered the planter to the Union Navy, delivering not only himself and his fellow escapees, but also a valuable prize. The ship, its cannons, and the Confederate intelligence it carried were a significant blow to the Confederacy. The planter's capture was a major propaganda victory for the Union. It demonstrated the courage and resourcefulness of enslaved people and highlighted the internal contradictions of the Confederacy. It was a symbol of hope for enslaved people throughout the South. Robert Smalls became an instant hero in the North, a symbol of courage and defiance. His story resonated with a nation grappling with the moral implications of slavery. He was living proof that enslaved people were not passive victims, but active agents of change. He met with President Abraham Lincoln, sharing his insights and advocating for the enlistment of African American soldiers in the Union Army. His voice carried weight, his experience undeniable. He became a powerful advocate for his people. Smalls' advocacy played a crucial role in the decision to allow African Americans to serve in the Union Army. Their contributions were vital to the Union victory, and Smalls' leadership paved the way for their inclusion. He helped change the course of the war. After the war, Smalls purchased his former owner's house, a powerful symbol of his triumph over adversity. He transformed a symbol of oppression into a testament to his resilience and determination. It was a victory, but a complicated one. He served as a U.S. congressman, representing South Carolina and fighting for the rights of his constituents. He dedicated his life to public service, striving to create a more just and equitable society. He was a voice for the voiceless, Despite his achievement, Smalls faced persistent racism and discrimination. The scars of slavery ran deep, and even his heroic actions could not erase the prejudice that permeated American society. He was a hero, but he was still a black man in a deeply divided nation. Later in life, he faced financial difficulties and was even convicted of bribery, though later pardoned. These challenges highlight the precariousness of his position and the enduring legacy of systemic inequality. His story is not just one of triumph, but also of struggle. The tragic irony of Robert Smalls' life lies in the fact that even after achieving extraordinary freedom, he still faced the pervasive injustices of his time. His story is a reminder that the fight for equality is a long and arduous one. The Reconstruction era was a period of both progress and profound disappointment. While it offered new opportunities for African Americans, it was also marked by violence, intimidation, and the resurgence of white supremacy. Smalls' life reflects these complexities. Robert Smalls' courage is undeniable. He risked everything for freedom, not just for himself, but for his community and his country. His actions inspired generations and continue to resonate today. He is a true American hero. His contributions to the Union victory were significant. He provided valuable intelligence, advocated for the enlistment of African American soldiers, and served as a symbol of hope for enslaved people throughout the South. He helped shape the course of history. The bittersweet reality of his post-war experiences underscores the enduring legacy of slavery in America. While he achieved remarkable success, he also faced persistent challenges that highlight the systemic inequalities that continue to plague our society. His story is a reminder that the fight for justice is far from over. Robert Smalls' story is a complex and compelling one, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. It is a story that deserves to be remembered and retold, not just as a tale of heroism, but as a reminder of the ongoing struggle for equality and justice. Robert Smalls' life was a testament to the enduring power of hope and the unwavering pursuit of freedom. His story reminds us that even in the darkest of times, one person can make a difference. His legacy continues to inspire us to fight for a more just and equitable world. Let us remember his courage, his sacrifice, and his unwavering commitment to freedom. What will you do to honor his memory? Learn more about Robert Smalls, share his story with others, and support organizations that are working to advance racial justice. Subscribe to our channel for more stories of unsung heroes and pivotal moments in history. Leave a comment below and tell us what part of Robert Smalls' story resonated with you the most. Let's keep his legacy alive.